Hello students, welcome to the new lecture, and in this lecture we are going to discuss about the three topics. They are parent to progeny, how do traits get expressed, next is the DNA, discovery of the DNA. Okay, these are the three topics. In the last class we have discussed all the topics like dihybrid, phenotype, genotype, okay, and so on. So now we are going to discuss about characters, how they are transferred from the parents to the children, okay, or parents to the progeny. Here you can see the parents to progeny. What is meant by parents? Parents means the individuals that gives rise to birth to the young ones. Okay. Here the parents like mother, okay, father, okay. Mother and father both are parents over here. So these mother and father, they gives rise to, okay, they will give birth to the young one. They are known as progeny. Okay, they are known as progeny. So there are some characters are passing from the mother and father to the child. That characters are any structure, whether it may be hair color or skin color, eye color, everything. These all aspects or traits are known as characters. Okay, they are known as characters. So these characters are passing from the parents to the progeny. Okay, so such kind of transfer of characters from the parents to the progeny or parents to the offsprings, that is known as heredity. This is known as heredity. Okay, this is known as heredity. Okay, so now what about inheritance means, so the parental generation, okay, the parents is one generation. Okay, the progeny, okay, so the progeny is the second generation, and the children of the progeny, again their children. Okay, so the children of the progeny, okay, that is the third generation. It means parents to progeny, progeny to their children of the children of the progeny, and so on. It means the characters here, the character everywhere, characters are transmitting, or characters are passing from one generation to the another generation, that generation to the another generation, and so on. It means these characters are moving from one generation to another generation, that generation to another generation, so on, in this way. So such kind of passing of characters from one generation to another generation, that is known as inheritance. Okay, that is known as inheritance. Okay, have you understood the difference between heredity and inheritance? Yes. Heredity means parents to children, that's all. Okay. Inheritance means through generations, one generation to the next generation to next generation, and so on. So this is about the difference between heredity and inheritance. Okay, here we can see. So heredity and inheritance, the definitions of it. Okay. So here the transmission means a transfer of characters or traits from the one generation to another generation, or you can see the passing also, both are same. Okay, next one will be the how do traits get expressed. Okay, so how do traits get expressed? Traits are nothing but the characters. So here a pair of alleles or factors are responsible for the expression of the character. Okay, in the last class also we have discussed the characters like seed color and also seed shape. These all are the characters. So here the pair of alleles. Okay, what is meant by allele? Allele means a pair of genes. Okay, a pair of genes. Here we can take the example of capital Y, or capital Y, or small y, small y. So here you can see this is a allele, this is an allele, this is an allele. Allele means a pair. Okay, this is one gene, this is another gene, this is one gene, this is another gene, this is one gene, and this is another gene. So a pair of genes are present. Such kind of pairs of genes is known as an allele. Okay, these alleles are responsible for the expression of the character. What is the character here? Yellow color. Okay, this is yellow, and this is also yellow, and this is green. Okay, so out of these two only one express. Okay, out of these two only one express. Which one will express? Only dominant one will express. Okay, here out of these two, one is the dominant, one is the recessive. So dominant will recessive, and dominant will express and recessive gene will not express. Here the capital Y is dominant, so yellow color will be expressed, and here the small y is recessive, it is not going to express. Okay, so this is about the expression of the characters. So here the yellow colored character will express. Okay, here there is no dominant, only recessive, so recessive genes will express. Okay, means green color only will express. Why? Because there is no dominant gene. Okay, these alleles are known as gene. So these alleles, so capital Y, small capital Y, small y, small y, small y, they are responsible for the some character. Okay, hence they are known as genes. What is meant by gene? Gene is nothing but a segment of the nucleic acid. Okay, that is known as gene. So let us see here, this is a cell. The cell contains nucleus. Okay, generally all cells contains nucleus, so except few cells. Here the nucleus contains some kind of a thread-like structure. It is known as DNA. So now take out the DNA. Now take out the DNA and see how it is going to look like. The DNA is going to look in this way. Okay, this is the DNA, how it looks like. Okay, so the DNA has some kind of bases. These are the bases. Okay, or you can call it the base pairs. Okay, so here let us consider the gene for the capital Y. The gene for the capital Y is here. Okay, from this position to this position, this is the capital Y. Okay, this is the capital Y. Okay, wait. So this is capital Y. Okay, from here to here is a capital Y, and let us consider this is from here to here is a small y. Okay, so here which is dominant? The capital Y is dominant and the recessive is a small y, so it is not going to express. It means the recessive gene will not express, and capital Y is a dominant, it is going to express. Okay, so it is known as a gene. Gene means a segment from here to here. From here to it is a segment. From here to here it is another segment. So this is nothing but a segment of the DNA or segment of the nucleic acid. So DNA is also known as nucleic acid. Nucleic acid means it is a genetic material. So here the DNA full form is deoxyribonucleic acid. So it is deoxyribonucleic acid, that is known as genetic material. So here the DNA is present in the nucleus of every cell, which contains the expression of the traits or character. Okay, so what is the trait or character? Here the yellow colored is one character. Here another, let us consider here it is the another gene. Okay, here is the another gene for the round. Okay, or capital R. Round or capital R, it is same. So if it is there, it is also a gene. Okay, it is also a gene. So the gene is for the shape. Oh, okay, here is for the shape, here is for the color, and so on. These all are the characters. All are for the characters that are present in the DNA. Okay, so next here the RNA is also nucleic acid and can control the expression of characters in some viruses. Okay, so what is meant by virus? The virus is nothing but it is a organism. Okay, it is a organism. It is active inside the host and dead outside the host. Okay, it means it is an inactive outside and active inside the organism or host. Okay, what is meant by host? Host is nothing but any organism that provides a food and shelter, that is known as host. Example, malarial parasite, it is a host. Okay, and human cells, malarial parasite is a parasite and human body is a host. Okay, human body contains RBC. In the RBC, these malarial parasite is going to live. Okay, here the human RBC cells are the host. Human RBC cells are the host, and the parasite is a malarial parasite. Okay, so here the RNA, so the genetic material. Okay, the genetic material is of two types. Okay, so what are two types of genetic material? One is the DNA, and another is the RNA. Okay, so DNA means deoxyribonucleic acid and RNA means ribose nucleic acid. What is the difference between DNA and RNA? In case of writing, okay, in case of abbreviation, DNA means deoxyribonucleic acid. D is removed. Okay, here you can see D is removed. Okay, deoxy. If you remove the deoxyribonucleic acid. Okay, RNA means ribose nucleic acid. DNA means deoxyribose nucleic acid. If you remove the deoxy, it will be the RNA. Okay, so this is the difference between. It is also genetic material. Most of the organisms DNA is a genetic material, but in few organisms like some bacteria and some viruses, RNA is a genetic material. Anyway, whether it may be DNA or RNA, they are going to carry the information or traits from parents to the progeny or from parents to the offsprings. Okay, so this is about RNA and DNA. They are going to control the expression of characters. So what is the controlling the expression of characters? Here the expression of capital Y, capital Y. Here will be the expression of yellow color, or expression of the green color, or expression of the round shape, or expression of the wrinkled shape. These all are the characters. So this expression is mainly controlled by the genetic material or the genes which is present in the DNA. Okay. So next one is the discovery of the DNA. Okay, so what is the discovery of the DNA? Discovery of the DNA is that there are few scientists, they found that the DNA is present in the nucleus and it has some shape. Okay, they found it. So discovery means what is discovery and invention? Discovery means already present in the nature. Okay, already is present in the nature, and they found with the help of some experiment or with the help of some with the help of some methods, they are going to discover. Okay, discovery means already present in the nature, and invention means it is not present in the nature, and with the help of scientific method and with the help of different methods, they will invent. It means they will create. That creation is known as invention. Discovery means already it is present in the nature, and they will find it. That is known as discovery. Okay, here there are few scientists like Rosalind Franklin. She is a scientist. Okay, she is a female. Next, Francis Crick, James Watson, okay, and Maurice Wilkin. How many are there? There are four. The four scientists. Okay, the four scientists are there. Okay, these four scientists, they found the structure of the DNA. Means they contributed their hard work and time and patience towards the discovery of the structure of the DNA. Okay, so they worked on to find out the structure of the DNA. What is structure of the DNA? Just now we have discussed the cell. Let us consider this is a cell. The cell has a nucleus. It has some kind of DNA. Okay, if you take out the DNA, it has some structure. Okay, it has some structure. Okay, so what is the structure? The structure is known as double helical structure. Okay, double helical structure. You can see here there is a double helical structure. So they found that DNA has the double helical structure. Here, while finding out, here you can see the Watson, Crick, and Wilkins, they jointly awarded the Nobel Prize in the 1962. Means in the year 1962, the people or government, they recognized their hard work for the discovery of the DNA, and they gave the Nobel Prize to these people. Okay, the government or people, they gave the Nobel Prize to these people in the year 1962 for discovering the structure of the DNA. Okay, so okay, if they got the Nobel Prize for the discovery of the DNA, so then what is the structure of the DNA? The structure of the DNA, they said the DNA has a double helical structure. Okay, double helical structure means here you can see what is the helix. Helix means in this way. This is helix. This is one helix, and this is the another helix. Okay, so if you combine these two, it will be the structure of the double helix. Okay, this is single helix. This is second helix. Okay, first helix, second helix, and together it will form double helix. Okay, this is going to form double. Okay, double helix. This is known as DNA. Okay, so next, the framework DNA consists of alternating sugar and phosphate backbones or sugar and phosphate groups. Okay, what they said, these scientists said that DNA has a alternating sugar and phosphate. So the framework means the base. Okay, here the base is this is the base. Okay, so the base or the framework, this is a framework. This framework is going to have the sugar and phosphate. Here you can see the helix is nothing but this is the combination of sugar and phosphate. Okay, sugar, phosphate, sugar and phosphate. So this is the alternating means one after the other, one after the other. Okay, the framework of the DNA consists of alternating sugar and phosphate groups. This is a sugar group, this is a phosphate group, sugar group, phosphate group. So alternating means after sugar phosphate will come, after the phosphate sugar will come, after the sugar phosphate will come, and so on. This is alternating. So this is one helix and this is another helix. Okay, this is another helix. So in this way, the two helixes are present. In between these two, the nitrogen bases. These lines are nothing but nitrogen bases. Okay. So in this way, these nitrogen bases are present in between the two frameworks. Okay. This is one framework and this is another framework. Okay. Between these two bases, between these two main, what you call, this is nothing but framework. There is bases known as nitrogen bases. These nitrogen bases are nothing but chemical compounds. Okay. Here you can see the framework of the sugar and phosphate groups are joined by the pair of chemical compounds. What are the pair of chemical compounds? They are known as bases. Okay, this is one pair. Okay, this is one adenine and also thymine. Okay, adenine and thymine, these two are one pair, and also guanine and cytosine, these are the another pair. It means two pairs of the chemical compounds are present. Okay, so they are going to present between the framework. Okay, the chemical nature of the DNA determines the traits. A slight change in the DNA leads to the variation. See here, this is the structure of the DNA and these are the bases in between the strands. Okay, in between the strands, what you will see, the bases. These lines are nothing but bases. These lines are nothing but the bases. Okay, so here what happened, slightly due to some reasons there is some change in the DNA. It means this base. Okay, so this is the first base, second base, third base, fourth and fifth and sixth. Let us, for our understanding, we are taking the bases as this example. So what happened, due to some reasons, due to the high temperature or low food and so on, due to some reason, the bases is shifted. It means the second base gone to the third position and fourth base gone to the second position. Now how it will be, the DNA will be in this way. Okay, okay, this small part, this small segment will be, we're going to come in this way. Okay, 1, okay, 4, 3, 2, 5, 6. Okay, the bases, can you see the position of the bases is changed? Yes. Why? Due to some reasons. There may be any reasons, due to natural reasons or any reasons. Due to some reasons, the bases has been changed their position. So it is nothing but change in the position of the DNA. Okay, it is going to lead to the variation. Okay, it is going to lead to the variation. Okay, so why the variations will occur? The variations will occur due to the change in the DNA. That is nothing but variation. So this is slight change. Okay, slight inheritable changes in the chemical nature of the DNA leads to change in the characters or traits of the offsprings. Okay, so if the same DNA is going to transfer to the offsprings, what will be there? It is good, the change will be seen in the offspring also. Let us consider the changing, such kind of change of the DNA leads to the skin color. Okay, the parent is fair. Okay, the fair color. Okay, very white skin. So due to the change in the DNA, due to the sunlight, higher amount of sunlight, so to protect from the sunlight, the change has been taken. The change in the bases has been taken. So what will happen now? The parent, okay, in the parent, the change in the DNA is taken place. As a result, what will happen? In the individual, the gene is changed to produce more amount of the pigment. That pigment is known as melanin. Okay, the pigment is known as melanin. So in this case, the individual will be very dark. Okay, the child will be very dark. Why? Because this gene is coding for the color. There is a change in the basis of the color gene. So due to the change in the color gene, that is going to lead to the darker skin. Okay, So as a result, the parents are white due to the higher amount of sunlight. There is a change in the DNA. The DNA is coding for the darker skin. Okay, by this way it will occur. So let us consider another gene, another character. If there is a change in the another DNA, okay, let us consider there is a change in this gene. Okay, that same kind of what changes occurred in this gene will be transferred to the progeny. Okay, transfer to the progeny and so on. So same will express in this in the progeny. So slight changes that in the chemical nature of the DNA leads to a change in the character or traits of the offsprings that lead to the variations. Okay, these changes, such kind of changes that occurs in the parents and transferring to the progeny, that is known as variations. Okay, variations in the offsprings. Okay, and I hope this lecture is helpful to you, and if you have any doubts, ask me in the comment section, and I will try to answer all your doubts, and I will clear your all doubts. So post your questions or doubts in the comment section. Okay, and this is about our in this class, and in the next class we will discuss about the next topic. Okay.